There's nothing more painful than realizing someone you thought was a friend is secretly wishing for your downfall. It's harsh, but most people are too scared to admit they don't like you. Instead, they hide behind forced smiles, hollow words, and insincere gestures. If you don't learn to recognize these signs, you'll waste precious time on people who don't deserve it. Before we dive into the hidden behaviors that reveal the truth, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos packed with insights to help you navigate life and relationships. Let's get started. 1. Their body language gives them away. Body language doesn't lie. Someone might smile, act friendly, or say the right words. But if their body tells a different story, pay attention. People who don't want to be around you can't fully hide their feelings. Their body speaks first. Leaning away, crossing arms, avoiding eye contact, or glancing at their phone the moment you enter the room. These subtle cues are deliberate signals of discomfort. But here's the truth. Their reactions aren't about you. They reflect their own struggles, fears, or insecurities. When someone feels threatened by your presence, they'll shield themselves, not because of your value, but because they can't handle your energy. Don't carry their discomfort as your burden. Let them deal with their issues while you stay strong, confident, and true to yourself. Your light doesn't need to dim to make others comfortable. If their body language screams unease or envy, let it be their problem, not yours. Keep shining and moving forward. It's their journey to figure out, not your load to bear. 2. Joking about your flaws. They're always joking about your flaws, and it's not as innocent as it seems. When someone constantly picks at your quirks or mistakes, claiming, "I'm just joking," they're testing how much disrespect you'll tolerate. These digs, disguised as humor, are subtle attempts to chip away at your self-esteem and assert dominance. I've experienced it firsthand. Someone close to me always had something to say about my appearance, my speech, or my work. At first, I laughed it off, but over time, I noticed the pattern. Their jokes were never about my strengths only, my weaknesses. It made me second-guess myself, wondering if I really was the problem. But here's the truth. It wasn't me. It was their way of keeping me small. Allowing this kind of behavior only encourages it. I learned that standing up for myself, setting boundaries, and refusing to laugh along wasn't just empowering. It changed how they treated me and how I viewed myself. Don't let anyone use humor as a weapon against you. True friends uplift you. They don't reduce you to a punchline. Stand tall, call it out, and never let someone's twisted humor define your worth. 3. They're curt with you. Have you ever tried to engage someone in a conversation only to get one-word answers? You ask how their day is going, and all you get is fine or okay. If this happens consistently, it's a clear sign that they're not interested in interacting with you. Unlike with a close friend, where even trivial topics like your favorite snacks can spark lively conversations, this person cuts interactions short. They're not putting in the effort to connect, and their clipped responses signal their lack of interest in maintaining a meaningful dialogue. It's not necessarily what they say, but how they say it. If their tone feels cold or dismissive, it's worth recognizing that they may not value the relationship as much as you do. 4th, quick to dismiss your ideas and achievements. They're quick to dismiss your ideas and achievements, and it speaks volumes about them, not you. Genuine supporters celebrate your dreams, respect your ideas, and encourage your growth. They lean in and say, "Tell me more," or "You've got this." But when someone dismisses you with a half-hearted, "Oh, that's cool," or shifts the conversation back to themselves, it's a clear sign they're uncomfortable with your potential. Here's the truth. Their discomfort has nothing to do with you. Your ambition and success may shine too brightly for someone still stuck in their own insecurities. Instead of celebrating you, they downplay your achievements to protect their fragile ego. Don't let their inability to support you make you second-guess your worth. Some people brush others off because your progress challenges them. It's easier for them to dismiss you than confront their own stagnation. So keep moving forward. You don't need validation from someone too afraid to see you win. Let them step aside. Your journey doesn't require their approval. Not everyone will understand or support your vision, and that's okay. The right people will lift you up, not pull you down. Don't waste energy seeking approval from those who can't offer it. Instead, focus on your goals. Celebrate your progress and surround yourself with people who truly value your journey. Remember, you're not here to fit into their limited view. You're here to rise above it. 5. They're only nice when they need something. They're only nice when they need something. You know the type. They show up when they want a favor, your advice, or just your presence to boost their own mood. But when things are going well for them, they're nowhere to be found, ignoring your calls and offering nothing in return. Let's be clear. That's not friendship. That's opportunism. If someone only reaches out when they need something, it's a glaring red flag. True relationships aren't transactional. They're built on mutual respect and care that isn't tied to convenience or personal gain. Real friends value you for who you are, not what they can get from you. They don't disappear when you need them, nor do they treat your kindness as a resource to exploit. If someone is only there when it benefits them, it's time to draw a line. Your time, energy, and light are precious. Don't waste them on people who can't give back. True connections show up in both the highs and the lows, with actions, not just words. So don't settle for people who only take. Look for those who lift you up, celebrate your wins, and stand by your side no matter what. 6. Always busy when it comes to you. They're always busy, but only when it comes to you. We've all heard it. "I'm so busy these days. Sorry, I can't hang out." It sounds reasonable until you notice a pattern. They make time for everyone else, but always seem swamped when you reach out. The harsh truth: they're not too busy, they're just too busy for you. People prioritize who and what they care about, and if someone consistently brushes you off, it's time to face the reality. You're not a priority in their life. Excuses like working late or maybe next week are often just a polite way of saying they're not interested in spending time with you. I've been there on both sides. I've made excuses when I didn't want to confront the truth about a fading friendship. But being on the receiving end taught me something valuable. Honesty, even when uncomfortable, is better than empty excuses. Here's the takeaway: your time and energy are precious. Don't waste them on people who can't make room for you in their lives. Relationships should feel mutual, not one-sided. If someone's always too busy, it's time to step back, reassess, and invest in connections where you're genuinely valued. Letting go can be hard, but it's often the most empowering choice you can make. 7. They never invite you to social gatherings. Being left out is one of the most hurtful signs of hidden dislike. Whether it's a birthday party, a casual dinner, or a work event, Realizing you weren't invited while others were can feel like a slap in the face. Often, these exclusions are intentional. They'll offer excuses like, "I thought you were busy," or "It was a last-minute thing," but the reality is, they didn't want you there. If this happens consistently, it's time to recognize that their actions are louder than their words. 8. They seem competitive instead of supportive. Healthy competition lifts everyone up, inspiring growth and shared success. But when someone views your accomplishments as threats, it's no longer healthy, it's personal. They start keeping score, always needing to outshine you, to make their achievements seem bigger and better. This isn't admiration, it's insecurity. They can't handle your growth, so they try to frame it as friendly rivalry while hiding their discomfort. But here's the truth. You're not in competition with anyone but yourself. Your journey is your own, and the only person you need to surpass is the person you were yesterday. Stay firm in your achievements because they didn't happen by chance. You worked hard, sacrificed, and overcame challenges to be where you are. Don't stoop to their level or let their insecurity shake your confidence. Keep moving forward, shining your light, and staying humble. True greatness speaks for itself, and no one can take away the pride you've earned through perseverance and resilience. Let them run their own race. You've got yours to win. 9. Avoidance of physical contact. They avoid physical contact, and it's a loud, unspoken message. Physical touch, whether it's a handshake, a pat on the back, or a casual hug, is a fundamental way humans build trust and connection. So when someone consistently avoids even the simplest touch with you, it's not just a preference, it's a statement. I once had a colleague who seemed perfectly fine, being warm and tactile with others, but stiffened up or avoided me entirely. At first I thought it was in my head, but the pattern became undeniable. Their avoidance wasn't just a personality quirk, it was a deliberate way to keep me at a distance, both physically and emotionally. Here's the truth. Selective avoidance of physical contact signals discomfort, lack of connection, or even deeper, unresolved feelings. They may not say it outright, but their actions speak volumes. And let's be honest, it's awkward and uncomfortable to realize that someone is intentionally keeping you at arm's length. Pay attention to these cues. It's not about being overly sensitive. It's about recognizing when someone is emotionally distancing themselves. Addressing it might lead to clarity, whether through a deeper understanding or the tough realization that the relationship isn't as strong as you hoped. You deserve relationships where physical touch feels natural, not strained. Trust and closeness are built on these small gestures. If someone consistently avoids them, don't ignore the signs. Confront the truth and make the decisions that protect your peace, because life's too short for relationships that feel this distant. 10th, disappearing during times of need. They disappear when you need support, and it says everything about the relationship. Nothing reveals someone's true colors like a crisis. When life gets tough, real friends step up. But if someone vanishes during your darkest moments, it's not just hurtful, it's a betrayal. I've been there. During a tough personal time, I reached out to people I considered close. I wasn't asking for much, just a text or a quick call. Instead, I got excuses. I'm busy, work's overwhelming, or I'll check in later. Spoiler, they never did. These were people I had supported during their struggles, yet they couldn't do the same for me. Here's the hard truth. People love to claim they'll always be there, but many only show up for the good times. When life gets real, they ghost you because dealing with your problems is inconvenient. True support isn't about convenience. It's about being there when it's hard, uncomfortable, and inconvenient. If someone disappears when you need them most, they're showing you exactly where you stand. Their silence says, "Your problems aren't worth my time." It's painful, but it's also a valuable lesson. Not everyone who smiles in your face is in your corner. Real relationships are tested in tough times. If someone vanishes during your struggles, they were never truly there. Don't waste your energy chasing people who can't stand by you when it matters most. Invest in those who show up, even when it's hard. Those are the connections worth keeping. 11th, gossiping behind your back. Finally, they gossip about you behind your back, and it's one of the biggest betrayals. Gossip isn't harmless. It's a social poison that destroys trust, damages reputations, and sabotages relationships. When a supposed friend shares your personal matters, they're not just venting, they're playing a manipulative power game to elevate themselves while putting you down. I've experienced it firsthand. I once confided in someone I trusted, sharing a personal issue in confidence. Days later, the details were out, twisted, exaggerated, and weaponized against me. It wasn't a misunderstanding, it was a calculated betrayal. Here's the harsh truth. People who gossip about others will gossip about you. It's a pattern, not a one-off event. If someone constantly spills others' secrets, rest assured they're spilling yours when you're not around. When I confronted the friend who betrayed my trust, they dismissed it as harmless talk. But let's be clear, gossip is never harmless. It's a cowardly betrayal that reflects more on the gossiper's character than on the person being talked about. The lesson? Protect your energy and choose relationships with people who value trust and respect. Life's too short to waste on those who weaponize your vulnerabilities. Surround yourself with friends who honor your confidence, not those who use it for entertainment. In conclusion, recognizing these signs isn't about becoming cynical or overly guarded. It's about knowing your worth and setting healthy boundaries. You deserve relationships that are authentic, supportive, and uplifting. If someone displays these behaviors, it's okay to let them go with grace. Focus your energy on the people who genuinely value and celebrate you. Life is too short to spend it around those who can't appreciate your light. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. Share your own experiences or thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones. They might need this message too. And together we can create a ripple of understanding and positivity. Stay strong, stay true, and keep shining.